Hey guys, how's it going? Eminem Gaming here, and today I'm back with another video. I've actually recorded a couple of videos today, so make sure to check them out before or after checking out this video. A new series I'm doing, Road to Platinum, and also my thoughts on PlayStation VR pricing. So make sure to check them out if that interests you guys. And yeah, let's get into this video though. Before I do get into this, actually, I want to give a shout out to my friend, the Blast4620. He messaged me on Twitter. I put out a tweet I was making this video, and he messaged me back to 2 games he's really excited for. So make sure to check his YouTube channel out. He's a great guy, just starting out, and yeah, just awesome guy. Check him out. Say I've sent you. But he said his 2 games he's most excited for are Ratchet and Clank, which I will refuse. I refuse to say whether that's on my top 10 list. You'll see in a minute. And Kingdom Hearts 2.8. That's going to be my personal first Kingdom Hearts game, so I can't wait for that. And it will definitely prepare me for 3. So yeah, that's awesome, guys. So make sure to check him out. Check them videos out. I've got a lot for you to do, but let's get into my top 10 PlayStation console timed and full exclusives for 2016. And again, this is my opinion, guys, so if you disagree or you think a game should have been there, make sure to let me know in the comment section, and I'll definitely get back to you guys as soon as possible. In number 10 spot, maybe a sort of a strange one for some people, being a smaller game, but it's Alien Nation from Housemarque. The reason why these are in the list is simple. They have never made a bad game. They don't even make average games. They make really great games for the budget that they're working with, and the fact is they have to be on this list because I know Alien Nation is going to be a great game, and Housemarque make unique and brilliant games, so who can turn that down? In number 9 is going to be Dreams. Dreams is made by Media Molecule. Now, they're one of my favourite game studios because they're the most creative, they're the most interesting, they're the most unique. Now, not all of their games are masterpieces, but what you do get from every single game from Media Molecule is that the games are different. They offer something unique that hasn't been done in games before, and that is a really interesting thing. And one of the reasons I fell in love with PlayStation is due to Media Molecule and Little Big Planet. So awesome, guys, and I cannot wait to see what Dreams is, put my VR headset on, play the game, and just have a great time. So that's got to be in at number 9. Number 8 is Gran Turismo. Now, this should be higher up in the list, I know that, guys, but I'm not a fan of racing games. But that shows how much of a great racing simulator Gran Turismo is, that it even makes a top 10 list for a guy who doesn't like racing games. It is simply, in my opinion, again, this is my opinion, guys, the best racing simulator on the market. It's the most realistic, it's the most fun, it's the most unique, and from Polyphony Digital, who make great Gran Turismo games, they've made great racing sims ever since Gran Turismo 1. I cannot wait for the biggest and the best racing simulator to make its way to the PlayStation 4 finally. Number 7, The Last Guardian. The emotional, beautiful looking story, beautiful graphics, amazing looking game, finally, after skipping a whole console generation, makes its way onto a PlayStation system after missing the whole of the PS3 generation. Team Eco have never made a bad game. The sad thing is they've only made 2. So it'll be very interesting to see one of the most anticipated games that still has a fan base and still has traction nearly 8 years after the game was announced for PlayStation 3. We haven't seen much from it, we haven't heard much from it, but I'm damn sure that this game is coming out in 2016, and I cannot wait to finally see what they've done with this story and how it ends, and will it be 3 amazing classic games in a row from Team Ico? I'm predicting yes. Let me know what you think in the comment section, guys, and let's get into the next one. Number 6, I did a video on this particular game and it's intrigued me and I don't know why, but that's why it makes it in at number 6 in the list. Paragon, with the beautiful visuals mixed with a game genre that I have never played. Paragon certainly has interested me a lot. With the guys who make Gears of War, who have pedigree and talent behind them in what they do, they know how to make a good game. I trust this will be a big surprise. Maybe not in sales, but definitely in the fans who make the purchase for this game. I think it will surprise a lot of people, and that's why it gets in my list at number 6. At number 5, this is kind of 2 games in one, but 2 games, one I've never tried and I cannot wait. I've actually put off for this game for a long time, and that is Gravity Rush Remaster and Gravity Rush 2. Gravity Rush is a unique game which twists and bends gravity at a whim. You can be light 1 minute, you can hit an enemy being really heavy, you can manipulate stuff, lift stuff up, throw stuff, you can do challenges, you can go around the map. There's ultimately endless stuff you can do in this game, different variants, different attacks, and I cannot wait to finally get on my hands on this with my DualShock 4, and then finally later that year get Gravity Rush 2, which is a completely new game, and it'll be interesting to see going directly from the first one to the second one, how they stack up. But with increased visuals and improved gameplay due to the PS4, better frame rate. For people who haven't bought Gravity Rush on the PS Vita, definitely the people who have bought Gravity Rush on the PS Vita are definitely going to enjoy getting it for a second time on the PlayStation 4. And at number 4 is definitely a game that has been growing in popularity year after year. A game that was stated for a 2015 release, and people were so excited when they thought this was coming out in 2015. Sadly, like a lot of games nowadays, they get delays. But this game is predicted to do big numbers and have high ratings, and I cannot wait for it to be my first introduction to the series. And that game is Persona 5. When I saw the trailer, I thought the visuals were absolutely stunning. It was a game series I've never really been interested in, and the fact is it's got me hooked. I want more news on Persona. I look for every single video I can on Persona. I'm hooked on this Persona and I haven't even played any of the other ones. Now, I'm glad the developers have made a new story, its own story. So if I haven't played Golden, I haven't played Dancing All Night, and I haven't played the one on the PS2, I can finally just jump into this story and have a great time. With an interesting concept of using personas, leveling them up to attack people, and the RPG and the hundreds of hours I can put in this game, especially to get the platinum, I cannot wait for this game to completely ruin my life, and I just can't wait for that. And I'm just so excited for my first Persona game, and yeah, that's all I can say about it. Number 3, yes, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, it did make the list, and that is Ratchet and Clank. Ratchet and Clank is one of my favourite series on the PlayStation, period, with maybe The Last of Us, Crash Bandicoot, and Uncharted topping it. It's one of my favourite series on the PlayStation, and really one of the first games that I played on my PS2. With the same gunplay that we've known and loved from Ratchet and Clank, but with more of the wackier weapons from the later games. We know this is going to be a fantastic reboot with Pixar quality graphics and completely redesigning the first game, which was one of the better ones. Unbelievably amazing, and I cannot wait to just jump into this game. With the price being only $40, launching near the movie time, I think this will be one of PlayStation's best sellers in 2016. Also, it'll be interesting to see how the movie and the game tie in. Is it very similar? Have they done a different thing to the movie? It'll be very interesting to see, and I hope this reboot is not the last thing, the last Ratchet game. I hope they move on and start revitalise the series, focus on making the games great instead of doing spin-offs, and I cannot wait to see this game that I was playing on the PS2 finally in glorious 1080p 60 frames per second, looking like a Pixar movie. It's going to be a blast, and it's going to be one of the biggest bestsellers in 2016, in my opinion. At number 2, this is a game that definitely could have snuck first spot in any other year, probably would have, but sadly it couldn't. But you'll see what's first on this list, and I don't think you'd disagree. In number 2, Horizon Zero Dawn. From the guys who created Killzone, I feel that they've finally been given creative freedom from Sony. They made a fantastic series in Killzone. In my opinion, it got a little bit stale by Shadowfall. I still hope that they do one more to wrap things off and make it great, but with complete creative freedom behind this game, and ultimately having people like devs from The Witcher, Metal Gear Solid 5, we know this is going to be an amazing open world. Everything's explorable. If you see a mountain, you can climb it. If you see a tree, you can climb it. You can go anywhere and do anything on this map. The open world is not the biggest, but it's going to be one of the most explorable, and I just simply cannot wait to see what the guys at Guerrilla Games can do when they give them complete freedom in their games. And I truly believe that this is going to be one of PlayStation's biggest IPs, to rival The Last of Us, Ratchet and Clank, to rival Uncharted. It's that, I think it could be that important to PlayStation, so I hope that it has a great launch and people really support this game. And yeah, that's number 2. Now, how much I praised Horizon Zero Dawn, you can understand why I was tempted to put it first, but that would be an injustice to this game, and that's Uncharted 4: A Thief's End. And what an end it should be. There is plenty of drama already gone on with this game in behind the scenes, with 9 months of work being discarded, with Amy Hemming, the head of the woman who used to who created the Uncharted franchise, leaving to do a Star Wars game, with uncertainty whether she left by her choice or she was fired. A lot of drama gone on in the background. It's almost amazing that this game's coming out at all, or without it being a 2018 release. Uncharted 4, from the trailers that we saw, by the way the game's developers are talking about it, it seems to be a love letter to its fans, the people who've supported this game, the people who love Uncharted and just will buy anything Uncharted, from the 3 million the over 3 million Nathan Drake collections that were sold, from the Uncharted 3 and 2 having active members already on their on their servers online every single day. It's unbelievable, the support of Naughty Dog, and I think this is definitely a fitting tribute to its fans. a bad game, but also have never even made a good game. They only make classic games, from Jak and Daxter to the original Crash Bandicoots when Sony owned them, the best ones in my opinion, to Uncharted, to The Last of Us. Naughty Dog don't just make good games, they make superb, classic games that stick with you your whole lifetime. And I don't think this will be any different. It's had 2 delays now, and the game looks bigger and better than we could have ever imagined this game being. And with the guys who worked on The Last of Us working on Uncharted 4, Neil Druckmann in particular, we definitely will need to stock up on some tissues, because this is going to be one emotional story, and I just cannot wait to see if it will be the end of Drake and how things end. But that's my opinion, guys, on my top 10 console, full and timed exclusives coming out for the PlayStation 4 in 2016. Do you agree with my list? Am I completely wrong? Let me know in the comment section down below, guys. Thank you for all the support on my videos. It means a lot to me, and let me know any ideas if you guys want me to make a particular video, whether it be a list video, whether it be a road to platinum video, whether it be just a discussion video, or a game you want me to analyse that's coming out in the future. You let me know, guys, and I'll get on that as soon as possible. And I'll see you guys in a new video very soon.